Hello? What is up? Welcome back to another live stream repair. Apologies for our absence the past few days. The other day we only had like 2 HomePods show up, which is pretty rare. So I figured I could take the day off and maybe, well, not really take the day off, more like catch up on everything else that I don't have time for. And then yesterday, similar deal. We had a couple we had quite a few show up yesterday, but just simply too many emails and messages and adapters and parts to put together and ship out for folks. So, but we're back at it here. We got to catch up. We've got quite a few behind me waiting to get fixed before we get started. I got some new probes finally. I snagged the Northridge fixed probes. So we're big boys now. We can get rid of our our old probes, if you could even call them that anymore. And we've got, ooh, these are nice. I haven't opened these yet. Yes, that is nice. We've got replaceable tips. This is pretty cool. I want the Chungus. Oh, those are pretty fine probes. Give me some thicker ones. That'll work. Wow. Ooh, that's pointy. Ooh, that's sharp. I like that. Good job, Northridge. Very cool. And there they are. Quite pointy, quite sharp, ready to probe some stuff. You wanted to, let me airdrop you a Pixel 10 Pro with a benchmark score slower than a 5-year-old iPhone. I got you, buddy. I got you, twin. What are those? What are these? Little rubber things. Am I supposed to take these off? Yeah, what the heck? I am supposed to take this off, right? There was no instruction manual, just an invoice. Okay. That fits nicely. The question is, do they actually connect to this meter here? Oh, they do. And they work wonderfully. Okay. Let's actually do some work here. We've been putting things off long enough here. Who are we gonna pick on first? Of course, it's not gonna be Jason. We're not doing Jason. Jason was already fixed. Actually, we have 2 more Jasons today. Very cool. And as a matter of fact, in a strange coincidence, it is actually going to be a different Jason that we are going to start off with. So we'll put Jason 4062, no power. Who are we going to do next? Let's see, we've got 3995 with no power. It's a German HomePod. They wanted us to swap the power cord out while we fix it. No big deal. 4072, no power. Alex back again with another HomePod that's been dropped. Their luck with dropped HomePods. I don't know what it is. Then we've got Ryan with some bad bass of sorts. 4016, no power. then we've got Scott. Scott's got 2 HomePods. Oh goodness. Both of which no power. And then, is that Zishuan? Is that how you pronounce that? I apologize if that's butchered, but they've got no power. And then we've got Jason 4048, no power. Last but not least, 4093 with some death farts. Alright. The live stream is not the time to ask me for help with whatever the heck you've got going on right now, Nixon. Did you post it in the Discord server? I don't know if I caught that. We've got too much to fix here and now, and only so much time allocated to fix on our live stream. But I'm happy to help you after our stream, and we can take a look if you were sharing it in Discord. I don't know what you're talking about actually. But I did not see your issue. You see what happens when you take a 3-day break? Yeah. I didn't take a 3-day break. I took Tuesday and Wednesday. That's 2 days. Get out of here. Let's email some folks really quick and then we'll get started. Alright, this keyboard's actually kind of starting to piss me off here. What's going on? Oh, I gave the command key a good hearty smack, and that actually fixed the wonkiness with that key there. So I'm quite pleased with myself. A little percussive maintenance only breaks things sometimes and fixes things other times. And there you go, it fixed it this time. I did not want to minimize that. What the hell, Mac? Boomer struggles with using modern computers. Live stream. Here we go. Okay. No, shut up. Shut up. Turn the sound down. I do not want to be dinged and donged here and there by my MacBook. Let's get started. No lights, no power. A couple of watts, says the kilowatt meter. That all looks like the usual dead diode repair on the amplifier. We'll do a little maintenance, of course, while we've got it apart. Some new DC filters to keep the death farts away. A new subwoofer gasket to replace the aging old foam stuff that doesn't even work perfectly in the first place. And anything else that might stink inside, but I don't expect anything else. So let's catch up with the chat here. Let's catch up. Who do we got with us today? We've got, of course, we've got Stefan. We've got Stefan and Nixon and Shuffle Hands, and actually, that looks like the crew here and now. I got Snazzy said something about us. Snazzy said something in their HomePod 2 review. Was this like a new review or an old review and I just missed it. Or maybe I forgot. Maybe I knew this and I just forgot. Why not use vMesh? Why not? Well, you can't use any parts between the first and second gen, and if you watch the teardowns between either of them, you'll quickly see why. Old review. Okay, yeah. I think I did catch that. And then somebody pinged me because I think he had a problem with one of his first gen HomePods, and I tried getting a hold of him, but he never got back to me. I think my wife took my air duster and didn't put it back. That's troublesome. Because I have no idea where she would have put it. No, I'm pretty sure I took it back. Because I was messing with the kid. Oh, I found it. It was in her shit. She did take it. Shame. Yeah, no, it was just like a brief mention. I think it was in passing talking about the first gen. I don't think it was like a, hey, check this guy out. It was more like a, look at what the first gens are dealing with kind of thing. Keep that attitude, Shuffle Hands. You'll keep yourself out of trouble. I should at some point soon probably redesign the website and make it more unique. Because, I mean, obviously we've made so many changes to it, and it's obviously not an Apple official website, but also, obviously, it looks a lot like an official Apple website. And that's, you know, we like the aesthetic, but we can't, you know, it's not exactly right to make a profit off someone else's likeness. And we're getting, I think we're getting big enough to the point where we can't use, well, we're small enough so it won't matter as an excuse. We'll probably do like our own like totally custom website, and then have like a link to the old version of the website for people that still want to enjoy it. But we're talking about stuff that takes time. Not sure when I'll get to that. Maybe we'll bow to our AI overlords and see what we can make it come up with. Or maybe we go, maybe we hit up Fiverr and find someone with a passion for website design to, but do I want to spend thousands of dollars on a design, on a website that more or less I'm going to be taking apart and redoing all over again anyways, right? Let's get this fixed. We're gonna get up close with the DC filters first. These are what go bad and cause death farts and all sorts of stinky bass issues. Just steal someone else's design. You know, that I kind of I kind of wanted to do that with the Sonos website. We've had a number of people reach out to us asking to get their Sonos amps fixed after we did that other one. And then the same with the Juve. You all know the Juve portable red light therapy device. We're starting to get so many of those, it's getting to the point where I need to knock off Juve's website and make a repair site for that. Alright, all 4 of the old filters get replaced. We take no chances. Their shirt's coming anytime soon. Oh, jeez. What if we made like a whole tracksuit out of HomePod mesh, like real HomePod mesh? I keep almost all of the old meshes. Maybe we like sew them all together and make a giant jacket or something. Wouldn't you like to be a HomePod too? Come on. You could just run around screaming on the top of your lungs, "I'm having trouble connecting to the internet." And then fart everywhere. All my homies hate the second gen HomePod. First gens are where it's at. Yeah, right, exactly. Why it doesn't need fast Wi-Fi. It doesn't need more than a couple hundred megabytes a second. Geez, it doesn't need that. It doesn't need nothing. They could have stuck 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi in these and been totally fine. Yeah, I believe both the second gen and the mini have thread. But don't believe me in chat, Google it. It's almost like it takes less effort to Google the same question than it does to ask a bunch of random people and expect the correct answer from one of them. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. People like to complain all the time of like for example, you go into a Discord server that's centered around a topic of something, and somebody comes in and asks a question, and someone turns around and says, "Well, did you Google it? Did you search it yet?" And like, I am a huge proponent of did you try anything, or are you just being lazy and asking for people to spoon feed you the info? But at the same time, a lot of people just genuinely want a conversation about it, or they want to discuss it. They don't want to ask a computer, they want to talk to a human being about it. But still, Google it. Google it and find more productive things to make everyone talk about. Am I an asshole? I think so. What is thread? Oh yeah. Yeah, give me 10 gig Ethernet on my HomePod. There you go. found a HomePod that powers on and then turns off. $20? I mean, if you're willing to gamble and lose $20 on something you can't fix, it's almost definitely got plenty of other good parts in it. But if you think you're going to be able to fix it without taking it apart, that is probably not going to happen. It's definitely going to need to be taken apart and looked at. But $20 for a busted one? I mean, even if you sent that in to us to get fixed and turned it around to you, that's going to be way cheaper than buying any other broken HomePod and having it fixed by us, or even one of our refurbished ones. Pretty good deal. Can you send it to me? Well, it's almost certainly broken. I don't. Very rarely would someone be selling a speaker like this for $20 and lying about the power issue, or they don't know how the thing works and they think it's not working when they just don't know they don't know better. I've bought a couple of HomePods like that where they thought they weren't working, but the previous owner only just got their hands on it and never learned how to reset it, so they thought it was non-functional. And there you go. Your lights rattle when you turn your HomePods on. When you turn your HomePods up or blast music. That's cute. Let me show you what real rattling looks like. Was it this one? That's the camera mounted on the outside of my house, shaking from the bass. Oh, and the kid jumping around having a good time. No, you gotta get your bass shaking the cameras that are attached to the outside of your house. Yeah, I only paid $200 for my Amazon sub that shakes the house. Like the Sing Cells, they provide very deep, very clean, very tight controlled bass. But it's not. It's you feel it in your chest, you feel it in the floor, but it's not like seriously like physically shaking the walls of the house. That $200 Bic America or Bic Acoustic, I can't remember the freaking name of the thing anymore. But that thing, let's see what it does to this camera. Where's my remote? I'll show you bass. Bass, 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 bass. I'm not going to do any other speakers than the subwoofer. It's just the $200 Amazon subwoofer. No sing cells, no HomePods, just doof woofer. Yeah, actually, I don't know why that's not shaking the camera. The camera in here is perfectly still, and all the here, I'll show you. Put the power button back. It fell out. The metal clips, the actual like metal clips that hold the button in the remote, broke. It's it just falls right back out. I also have an oscilloscope and a SingCell Alpha sitting on top of the subwoofer with a bunch of trinkets. I mean, they're constantly falling off, but that's why it's so rattly. I never use it. It's literally too loud. Like, you can't hear anything over just whoa, 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 whoa. You need more speakers. How does it happen? How does it happen? You know what's funny is this is the second time that I have two of these USB-C Apple TV remotes. And all I did was drop the remote on the floor. And that was enough to make the power button fall out. Now, to the remote's credit, I did tear one of the two down for you guys. So I was fully expecting the one that I tore down to not last. But for the new one,
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
For the new one that came with the TV that I did not take apart to have the same problem, I bought actually, let me think for a sec. when I bought my new Apple TV 4K, it came with a remote, right? So instead of tearing apart and possibly breaking the only remote that I had for it, even though I've got older gens of these that would pair fine, I wanted the USB-C remote. I wanted to tear one down for you guys, so I bought a second one and tore that one down. And within a matter of months, I dropped my Apple TV remote that came with my Apple TV, and the power button fell out. So I took the one that I tore down and used that one for a while, and that's this one. And the power button eventually fell out of it too. Good stuff. But I don't need the power button. Like you can just hold the control center button down and go power off from control center. It literally it is an extra click. It is annoying, but we've gotten used to it. Let's see who's next. We've got $39.95 here with no power. After $39.95 is going to be $40.72, so let's shoot them a message and let them know they're coming up soon. Here they are. Alright, we've got some folks messaged. We've got another pod up here ready to go. Do I have any Apple TV remotes you can buy off me? Let me go see. I don't think so. I only have these two, and they're also missing their battery trays. And I only got these from, I don't know if any of you remember, like a year or so ago, we had someone send in that whole stack of a bunch of Apple TVs. No lights, no power, couple of watts, probably a dead diode on the amp. And we were, most of them had power issues. It seemed like self-inflicted damage. They were trying to daisy chain a bunch of power supplies together for them and fried a bunch of them at the same time. We were able to fix a bunch of them for them, but they let us keep a bunch of the old stuff, including a couple of the older remotes, but they wanted most of the remotes back, so. You already have two of those remotes? Ah, jeez. I do have the last gen Lightning 4K Apple TV Siri remote. But that one was used, unfortunately it ended up being used as a kid's toy. And it is, it would probably clean up, but it probably does not work. And it also goes with my last, it also does go with my last gen Apple TV 4K, so if I do get that working. But I think you get your hands on those remotes for the Lightning one. If you want the Lightning one, people are selling those for cheap all the time on eBay. Or Shop Goodwill's auction site. I've only got one of those, otherwise I would be happy to spare one of them to you. And if my other one of these wasn't also missing the power button, I would be happy to give you that. I mean, I wouldn't charge you anything for these. You're the only one that's asked me for them, and they just sit in a drawer. I don't even need the parts off of them. I've just kept them because it's a nice solid piece of aluminum, and why throw it away? I'll keep it until someone or something needs it one day. I'll try to find them and dig them out and let you know what works, if we can send you one. I don't want to get your hopes up though. Why is your remote greasy? Oh, 'cause I use the shit out of it. It's ABS plastic. It's like the keys on your MacBook. It's cheap plastic that smooths out over time. We use the shit out of that remote. In between my greasy hands, my wife's greasy hands, and the kids' greasy hands, it had no chance. But someone made a Twitter post a few days ago, and they were like, how do I stop my MacBook keyboard from getting all gross and shiny like this? And it was a pretty divisive split between the crowds saying, wash your effing hands, and it's an inevitable flaw of the ABS plastic keys. And it'll happen to all of them with wear. Like, yeah, you could wash your hands all the time and never use it, and it'll never happen. Is there a lock between the speaker driver and the logic board? Lucky girl, welcome, welcome. There is no such lock in place for any component as a whole for any HomePod. That stands true for the first gen, the second gen, the mini. You could swap every single component: the speaker, the power supply, the amp, the display, the logic board. They are all happy as can be getting swapped around. Now, the problem arises when the logic board itself is more or less an iPhone 6. And you can replace this whole logic board, like I said, this whole board you can swap around, no problem. But once you start replacing the Wi-Fi chip or the CPU or the NAND on this board, all three of these are programmed specifically for each other, and there's no way that we have to reprogram replacement chips. So you can't swap chips on the logic board, but you can swap the boards whole between each other, no problem. And God forbid they start serializing speakers themselves. Don't give them any ideas. And of course there's nothing stopping you from ripping the guts out and running wires straight to the speakers and feeding it your own amplified audio signal. Nothing stopping you from doing that. It's just an analog speaker inside. And Shuffle Hands is correct. They do a lot of equalizing and like room correction to make the speakers to really take advantage of it. It's not going to sound bad without all of the stuff that they do to the audio signal. It's just not going to sound as potentially as good as it could be. Alright, you all know the drill. We do maintenance and repairs here at the same time. Knock it all out in one go. We're going to replace the DC filters first. They love to go bad and cause death farts, stinky subwoofers. You know it. Generally speaking, yeah. Yeah, speakers are speakers. You give them, they take it. The only caveat I'd add to that is you want to make sure you're matching impedance. You know, you don't want to stick a higher subwoofer or a speaker that takes more oomph to push it than the amplifier can handle and cause damage to your amplifier. Or vice versa, you don't want to overpower your speaker and blow it up because you pumped too much power through it. You got another iPhone X? What are you going to do with that one? You going to break it? You going to flip it? You see how long can I keep this phone in one piece challenge? Did your ISP give you like a full-sized HomePod or a mini? That's pretty sweet if they gave you a full big HomePod. The 7th gen iPod Touch is the one with the button on the back for the wrist strap, right? That's my favorite gen. I'll never forgive them for taking that strap connector away. Here in a flash and gone without a trace. Verizon Fios giving away biggie HomePods with a gigabit plan. Interesting. Oh, it was 2 years ago. Yeah, we're not getting that now, folks. That's long gone. It was probably second gens if it was 2 years ago. That's about right when the second gen was launched, wasn't it? It makes sense that they were giving them away as a promo thing in that case. First gen HomePods have volume buttons on top that light up. Second gen HomePods have volume buttons that are silkscreen printed on and do not light up. side camera. Come back. Come on. Hey. Hey. Oh, okay. I guess it's just dead now. Really cool. I'll use the Wi-Fi and it's gonna look like ass, but it's better than nothing. No, not like physical buttons that you can push. The volume buttons either light up or they're just like printed on there. None of them have actual buttons that you can push. It's whether the volume indicators themselves actually light up or if they're just printed on there. Flat bottom, 2nd gen. Your ISP hates you. Actually, the easiest way to tell would have been asking them, is the HomePod 168 millimeters tall or 172 millimeters tall? Because the 1st gen is 172 millimeters tall. So they could have easily just eyeballed it and determined whether if it was a 1st or 2nd gen by seeing if it was 168 or 172 millimeters. What's so hard about that? I'm just kidding. Yeah. That's why I hate it when people ship 1st gen HomePods in for repair using a 2nd gen box. The 2nd gen box is technically too small. What are we fixing? That's all. We're fixing the only thing we fix here. We're fixing the only thing that shows up here, at least. We fix other stuff sometimes, but people are usually sending in these gosh darn 1st gen HomePods. How are you supposed to eyeball that? I mean, you should be pretty good at being able to eyeball the difference between the height or lengths of things by a few millimeters difference, right? You should be pretty good at that. You weren't born and raised on the U.S. measurement system. See, where you live, everything was built to the nearest millimeter. But where we live here in America, everything was built to the nearest inch or foot. Like, actually, how dumb is it? Unless I'm being dumb, that the smallest unit of measurement that we have is like an inch, and then you got to break it down in a 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch or 1/16 inch. That's dumb. I like my meters and my centimeters and my millimeters and all my different kinds of meters. I like my multimeters too. They're pretty good. Well, one of them's pretty good. The other one sucks. But anyways, US metric system sucks. Yeah, I think I'm preaching to the choir here, but uh-oh. The master of measuring in millimeters is here, Mike. He's got a lot of experience measuring things in millimeters. It's just the most sensible unit of measurement for what he tends to deal with. Side cam looks bad, yeah. You can blame my my MacBook not having a proper USB controller, I guess. You know, this is why I hate dongles and docks and adapting things. This is why I like streaming on a full desktop PC with native I/O for every peripheral that I'm connecting to it. I don't want to dock it, I don't want to dongle it, I don't want to have to adapt it, because then it introduces extra unknowns, additional points of failure, more complication. And then suddenly, for whatever reason, my iPhone will charge over USB, but it's not pushing data over USB, even though I've got a monitor connected to the same USB dock working just fine. Who knows? You're gonna put up your second gen on it? Yes, do that. Sell the sucker while they still have their value, and instead of taking it apart and, I mean, it would be absolutely fun. Don't get me wrong, especially because you didn't technically pay anything for it. Although you could debate about the cost of your internet bill over time and whether you could have gone with some other service and spent less money overall and had a better quality service and not. I don't know. Different whole different discussion. But I say yeah, definitely sell it while it's got value, while there are other people interested in buying more of those. Okay. Just stream from a 2012 MacBook Pro. Brother, we used to live stream off of a 2012 Mac Mini. A Mac Mini. And nothing more than an iPhone 11 Plus Pro, 11 Pro Max. The biggie. Started from the bottom. And yeah, that was pain. It was constant. The fan was constantly going. Ruined our ASMR experience we were trying to go for there. And then I think it was like a 2015 Mac Mini from work or something. I used that for a little while. And then I kept swapping around between MacBook, Mac Mini, and custom-built desktops until I'd been using that custom-built desktop that we've been using for the past year or two.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. For more info, check the Home app.
All right. On to the next one. It's 4072's turn. Also no power. Up next is a return fella. Not a return HomePod, but a return customer. We've got Alex. Alex with another HomePod that's been dropped. Their luck is not so great, it seems, with these. On here though, no lights, no power, couple of watts from the wall. Looks like the usual dead diode. Let's dig in. Oh man, it's funny when I'm testing these, and I'll tap the top, and it'll say, "I'm having trouble connecting to the Wi-Fi," or "I'm having trouble with the Wi-Fi," and I'll unplug it before it finishes saying Wi-Fi, so it'll just say, "I'm having trouble with the wife," and it'll stop, and I'll look over at my wife, and give her a funny look. This mesh has seen love with the oh yeah, no, I do remember this one. They wrapped the power cord around it a little bit, unfortunately. Yeah, you can see right there. It's kind of like dented in a little bit. It'll buff out. How much do you sell your super special colored HomePod on eBay for? I'll tell you, the one time I tried selling a custom HomePod on eBay, just to entertain the idea of like doing more of them and selling them on eBay. It took a few weeks to sell a custom fully red one. It was beautiful too. Perfect job. Still took a few weeks. Still only sold for $200, and this was at least 2 or 3 years ago now. As cool as they are, it takes a long time for the right person to find it. especially on eBay. You know, you can imagine not too many people are going on eBay and searching for a custom colored HomePod, let alone expecting to find anyone ever selling anything like that there. It'd be almost more of an Etsy thing, but even then, like, the crossover of people looking for custom smart speakers and people that shop on Etsy, I imagine is far smaller. But I can't, I can barely sell, I could barely sell that one for the same cost as it would have been for someone to buy a refurbished and have me color it, or buy a broken one and have me repair and resell it. Kind of disappointing, but at the same time it's already so niche. Yeah, yep, and that's who ended up buying that custom red one I sold on eBay, was someone they were just looking around for HomePods, and they saw that one and it was intriguing. Oh, huh. And the kicker with that one too, it ended up bricking itself, and I had to warranty it for them. I lost money on that whole thing anyways. I think I paid like $100 for that pod, and then it ended up needing a new subwoofer and amplifier board anyways. So I fixed it up, I colored it, I sold it for $200. After fees and shipping and everything, I only ended up getting, I think, like $170, $160 or something out of all of that. And then I had to warranty it, so that was another $20, $30 off of that. And then taxes on, business tax, what I gotta pay for making money. Hey, I don't care. I don't care or mind what you do with your stuff. I mean, it's yours. Obviously, I don't got to tell you, but it's your stuff. You can do whatever you want with it. All I care about is that I get paid for the job and you're happy, and the thing is fixed. Once those conditions are all met, I could care. I could care if you take a bat to it or immediately throw it in the trash or whatever, but it's your stuff. If you wanna buy broken HomePods all day for the sole purpose of mailing them to me to get them fixed, colored, and sent back to you just to flip for a profit, I'd go for it. But just as a fun experiment, if anything, just to throw them up for sale and see like what kind of interest you get, or like if certain colors are more popular. That'd be interesting. That's true. I did. I guess I can't really even say I care so much about getting paid. I should hire a debt collector, huh, Mike? I should hire my kid as my debt collector. And then whenever people don't pay for their repairs, I'll give my kid their phone number. And you'll just have to deal with that until you pay me. Repo their house. Yes, perfect. I don't have to worry about where I'm gonna live next. Alright, back together we go. Stefan, do you have any spaghetti you can make? Or are you going to have it door dashed to you? Or Ubered? You're too lazy to boil some water, brother? You're gonna starve. Do we know why the diode fails so often? Oh yeah. Well, it's only a certain batch of the diodes that fail. It's a manufacturing defect with the diodes themselves. So it's not like something Apple did or the way that they designed anything. It's not Apple's fault, more or less. Even though they are responsible for it, it didn't fail because of their choices or design. Purely just a bad batch of diodes they got unlucky with when they were putting these things together. So by replacing it with a new diode that's simply just not in the same batch as the ones that have that defect, the same failure won't happen again. A million other reasons these things can go wrong, but not that most common one anymore. I used to joke about there being something funny in the water during those 2 weeks at Diodes Incorporated, but that's actually more or less basically what happened. During manufacturing of the diodes, the materials were most likely contaminated and results in these diodes failing under totally normal loads. Excuse me. Well, Stefan, I mean, if you know, are they like, you know, are they a good role model? Are they a good person? Are they worth putting the energy into trying to maintain a friendship with them? Or are they kind of a bad influence? They make bad decisions all the time, and this is kind of a silver lining kind of situation where, yeah, it sucks, but maybe it's best to cut your losses. I don't know what made you two fall out with each other, but I mean, it's also, you know, you guys are still fairly young, so
I'm having trouble connecting to.
I'm sure there's additional I don't know, maturity or things to figure out, and you know, you guys are still figuring out, you know,
I'm happy.
being alive, more or less. I mean, I'm not saying you're freaking 12-year-olds, but you know, 16, 17, 18 years old, you still got quite a lot to figure out, and a hell of a lot that you haven't experienced yet. And once you do, you'll see matters like this. I don't know, for me personally, the things like that became less and less of a concern, and other things just simply became more important in my life than. Well, you put a reasonable amount of effort into, you know, keeping your friends and keeping relationships, but if you know, at some point you got to say, okay, if they're not going to return, you know, it's a two-way road. If they're not going to friend you back, then what's the point in continuing to try? Maybe one day in the future you two will reach out to each other again, and it'll just be like you'll be like 20, 25, or however much older, and you'll look back at whatever happened and laugh it off and just think that it was totally silly and ridiculous. But yeah, for the most part, it honestly, it sounds a lot like just general like friendship, kid drama kind of stuff. And I mean, I hate to be like a grown up talking about their kids' issues kind of thing, like quickly dismissing it, but that's, you know, that's kind of what it does seem like. But you put in your reasonable effort to salvage the friendship if they're a person worth being friends with, you know, because you don't want to put a whole bunch of effort into someone if they're a piece of crap, right? Okay, up next, here and now, is Alex. They claim drop damage. At a quick listen here, everything sounds perfectly fine. So we'll go ahead and crack this open, do some maintenance, take a quick look at everything, see if anything got bent or broken up during its fall. They say it's got dirty bass, so we'll need to do like we'll need to set it up and fully test it out to confirm it is fixed. But for now, we are going to crack it open and look for any problems, anything obvious. Alright. Oh yeah, we already plugged it in and tried it. Let's take it apart and see what's hiding inside. Oh! Hold up. I've been in here. Did they send us... I hope they didn't send us the wrong one. Yeah, no, they reached out to us 10 days ago. They said that they dropped this one off of a dresser. But we've definitely worked on this one. So did they drop a pod that we already fixed? Or did they let's see what's going on here. On the inside of it, at least. Stefan, did you know that there's a restaurant near me that's literally called the Spaghetti Factory? And yes, that is primarily what they serve. All sorts of various dishes of types of spaghetti. Wow, that's dusty. I'm gonna have to check the serial number and all that on this one and see when we fixed it, because that's a lot. I wonder when we fixed this one. Someone's been in here. We're gonna go as far as the subwoofer, and if I don't see any obvious signs of damage, we're gonna stop. We're gonna pause it on that one and try to figure out with Mr. Alex what the heck is actually going on here. But, oh yeah, the spaghetti factory, man. The one, so there were a few. The one in my hometown was kind of old-fashioned, and what was really cool was the inside of the restaurant had a bunch of, like, old trains and vans and stuff for tables and booths. And along the wall, towards the ceiling, they literally had like a wall-mounted train set, like going around the whole restaurant. It was so cool. And I remember my mom dragging us there when we were kids. Okay, so considering it still has a foam subwoofer gasket, it must have been a really long time since we last worked on this one. But again, I don't see any rhyme or reason why this one would be giving them any problems. So we're gonna go ahead and put it back together real quick, and then I'll make a note of well, what we haven't found. Reach out to Alex, do a little bit more testing too, and see if we can even reproduce any issues here. I'll go ahead and replace that old foam subwoofer gasket with a nice new solid rubber one too, because the old foam stuff does not provide as much of a seal, but it does tolerate bent subwoofers more than the solid rubber ones. The solid rubber gaskets seal better, but they don't tolerate things not fitting properly as well. So that'll really expose if there is something not shaped right. But everything is fine. Did I ever drop kick a mini? No. Nope, I have kicked a full-sized HomePod before. Oh, I punted that sucker. It pissed me off. And then I gave it to my kid. She kicked it around a little. She jumped in on the fun. I think it was Mike's old HomePod. That got all destroyed on the way to us. No, I'm just... Never punted a mini. Alright, well, let's sanity check. Yeah, once again, sounds perfectly fine. But that startup tone doesn't always expose issues with it not sealing properly or drop damage and rattling bass. So, I don't know why I put that on there, it's not ready. Alright, let's see what's on with Ryan's. Ooh, ooh, yeah, that's quite the pop. That is almost startling. So Ryan was saying if they leave it on for a long enough time, I think it starts popping a bunch, clicking a bunch. But at the end of the day, most of these issues, almost all of the issues with first-gen HomePods come from one of two parts. The diode that causes no power, or those DC filters and they'll cause death farts and all sorts of bass issues, much like this. So, let's dig in. We'll take care of those filters. We'll see if it needs a new Schottky diode too, in case it's waiting to fail and cause no power like all these other ones. Oh, Ryan made it. Welcome, welcome. You sold your other one that died on eBay for 20 bucks. I might have been the one that bought it. I'd have given you 60 for it too. We must find that HomePod. Like that episode of SpongeBob where Mr. Krabs tries to get his hands on the soda drinking hat again. He was number one. Yeah, if you shipped it to Bellevue, Washington, that was me. But I don't remember. Gosh, I think I might have gotten one HomePod for that cheap on eBay ever. Someone else probably beat me to it. Cause I'm not super fancy. I don't have any third-party integrations or notifications for search alerts. I just go plain vanilla eBay search alerts, and when eBay notifies me of a good deal, I try to hop on it, but about half the time I'm usually beat to it. It was me! It was me! When was that? Was that like 2 or 3 years ago now at least? I think I remember that one. Oh, that's funny. I'm sure that thing has been long dissected and reused for its parts by now, too. July 2024. That sounds right. Did I leave you feedback? Please tell me I left you positive feedback. I'm gonna feel so bad if I didn't. I'm really bad at leaving feedback on eBay, i.e. I almost never do. Yeah, the subwoofer survived. We got no stinky subwoofer in there. You've got yourself a nice, smooth repair. Fix it and send it back. Ooh, the wife's on her way home. How many do we have to get done today? Well, we got 3.5 done. I would really like to get the rest of these done today, but we're kind of crawling. Kind of depends on when the kid gets home if she behaves or not. If she gives us too much trouble, we might have to call it quits. Oh, I did leave feedback. Woo! Woo! Okay, good. Man. Woo! Yeah, for a deal like that, I think I was compelled to. We'll see how my wife feels when she gets home, because I don't wanna stick her through another few hours of repairs if she's all out of energy. I mean, the saying goes, happy wife, happy life, and it's absolutely true. We could be having the best day of our lives, but if my wife's not having an equally good day, I can't enjoy it in good faith. Oh, she got me beer. She got me beer, folks. And she's got an exclamation point at the end of her message. I think she's I think things are going all right. The main bearer of moods actually depends on how good or bad the kid is behaving for the day. But it's really, really important that you don't lose your cool with your kid, because they're learning from you how to react and handle these situations. Sure, at first they're throwing tantrums and being irate and, you know, a child, but they're learning from you, and they're going to learn that to handle the situation is to throw stuff around and get mad and yell at people instead of taking a second and trying to resolve things in a calmer manner. I like comedic relief. My wife will be talking about something super serious, and if I can feel like it's you know, things are going the wrong direction, I'll sprinkle some comedic relief in there. Try to keep the tone and things light. We do have a 42K dated Schottky diode on the amp. Those are not problematic, so we need not add any risk or possible risk or complication to this repair. It's ready to go back together. Oh wait, actually, there was one more part we almost forgot. I did see a bit of physical damage to our 10 ohm resistor right here. That's looking mighty gnarly. Go ahead and cover that up. Let's see. We'll get ourselves another one from this here board. Tech Nerd apparently doesn't cover that plastic connector. He just tears the sucker right off. I don't see how he does that. I'm melting! What causes this 10 ohm resistor to get damaged is, well, once again, those filters that went bad, that we replaced. When they do go bad, they allow more, and the worse they get, the more DC voltage they allow through the amp, which gets amplified, of course, and then all sorts of stuff on the board that wasn't designed to see all of this DC voltage is now suddenly getting a whole bunch of DC voltage, and it starts to roast. Usually the casualties of filters gone bad like this are the subwoofer getting roasted and this 10 ohm resistor getting blown up as well. But it's not every time. You know, sometimes we see roasted woofers and the resistor's still okay. Sometimes we see the resistor's toasted, but the woofer's perfectly fine. You guys want to have fun with it? We'll put it on upside down. We'll make this one special. It does not matter the orientation that we put this part on here, nor the filters either. Very nice. And there we go. Comedic relief works until you say the wrong thing at the wrong time and you get the look. Oh yeah. Oh, I get that look all the time. And you know what I do when I get that look, when I know I've messed up? More comedic relief. That's right. Stefan, I don't know about you, but I tend to not keep track of my shit either. So, I wouldn't worry about losing it. You can't find... Okay, nah, that's worth losing it. You're gonna have to locate that spaghetti before it gets cold and weird and rubbery. Oh, you lost it before you even made it. Oh no. Oh no. Stefan, did you get the spaghetti with Find My built in? Maybe your sister took it. Maybe she put it back. Maybe you stuck it in the fridge on accident. You didn't throw it away on accident, did you? Do a methodical search, front to back of the room that you were in with it, where you remember having it last. It's gonna be there somewhere. And when you find it, you better stick an air tag in it so you don't lose it again. You better air tag your spaghetti, or you'll be in the same situation again in the future. That's how it always goes. It's always in the dumbest spot. Right in front of you. Yeah, but we designed the Apple TV remote so that it was thick enough to not fall in your couch cushions, so it doesn't need Find My. My brother, we have people losing entire bags of spaghetti. We need Find My in the Apple TV remote. And it needs to be functional, not this here, not here, warmer, colder bullshit. I want Find My as functional as it is with AirTags. Like, why couldn't they just put the AirTag hardware inside of the TV remote? Because they want to do it in the next gen and say, yeah, whatever. You think they're gonna put out a new remote this year? It'd have to go with a new Apple TV too. Stefan, you're crazy. You were talking about being too lazy to make your own spaghetti earlier, and now it's escalated to screw it, I'm making pancakes.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
See, look, I can understand,
I'm having trouble.
but pancakes, brother, that's a whole endeavor. You gotta get the ingredients together, put them together, mix it all up. And then you gotta frickin' actually cook the stuff, which isn't as simple as boiling water, right? You gotta do it right, and then you gotta flip them and do it right again, and then you gotta do it a bunch more times. Pancakes, man, good on you. I want pancakes now. Look at what you've done. Alright, it's no, this isn't Ryan, this is a 4016 with no power, no lights, no nothing, a couple of watts at the wall, that looks like the usual dead diode. Thank you, Ryan, for joining us with your repair, and once we've had a chance to catch up for tonight, God forbid I pass out too early, but it happens sometimes, and then you won't hear from me until tomorrow morning, but we'll get back to you as soon as we can, so you can pay for your repair and get your pod back, eh? What is up, welcome bear? Welcome, welcome. Where did you come from? How did you find us? Because it seems like we've got a pretty sizable crowd here. And I have a feeling YouTube pushed us to a bunch of people's feeds, or someone posted something somewhere. You got recommended. Very cool. I wonder how we hit the algorithm with this one. I don't think we're doing anything different today. I didn't use any different tags. The freaking live stream title has a typo in it, I just noticed. YouTube has a strange way of deciding when to push us into people's recommended feeds. Another day, another welcome back, Sean. Welcome back. And you know exactly what we got going on here. The usual stack of stinkiness. How long have we been in the repair business? Officially about 2 years, unofficially about almost 5 years now. It'll be 5 years, I think, towards December. But that's when we officially, like, officially, unofficially, and by that I mean I didn't register as an actual business until a couple of years ago, but we started offering repairs for stuff almost 5 years ago now. Casually, of course, we've been fixing stuff for friends and family practically since middle school, although we didn't really know what we were doing until after high school. Yeah, I should do new thumbnail. I should make my own thumbnail, huh? You're taking classes to be an electrical engineer coming soon? Man, you're taking it farther than I ever have. Everything we do, all I know is it's all self-taught. And whatever you can find on the internet or through trial and error. I'd love to go to college one day and beef up my brain. Listen, Mike. That's No, I'm not checking my server. Don't distract me with your antics. Listen here. Okay, now you got me curious. Why are you telling me to check my Discord server? There's a lot going on. Ooh, that's a pretty good picture. I can't lie. Spaghetti ads. What do you mean you got an ad for spaghetti? You got like an advertisement for like a specific brand of grocery bought spaghetti? That's kind of a weird thing to get an ad for. Are they running out of things to advertise to you? Oh, a spaghetti place. Okay, that makes sense. Check them out, man. See if they're any good. And then report back. Let us know. Is it worth the trip to Serbia for the Serbian spaghetti factory? Stefan, it sounds like you're today's the struggle for you. You lost your spaghetti. Apparently you don't have everything you need to finish making your pancakes, and you kind of just make your... Oh, goodness. Goodness, Mike. Okay. Dolby Atmos is horrible. Yeah, it's been hit or miss for me. Like if the content was made with Atmos originally in mind, it's much better than when it's been an afterthought. And it's like, why would you do this? Just for the sake of saying it's got Atmos. Plot twist, Mike doesn't even have cats. He just loves to collect cat hair and automatic litter boxes. But he has no cats. Don't get excited until you've eaten those pancakes, Stefan. Don't get too excited. Chat GPT style milk-free pancakes. Get out of here. That's gonna be some cursed stuff right there, I'm telling you. You have egg whites? You just use more egg? What did it tell you to do? Water? You have dehydrated milk? I don't think you can say ChatGPT is saving your ass if you're also expecting diarrhea from it. I think that'd be more along the lines of ChatGPT about to cook your ass. About to poison you. Where do I get my HomePod boxes? I don't get...
Tengo dificultades para conectarme a internet. Consulta más información en la app Casa.
Something about the Wi-Fi in another language, I'm sure. I don't explicitly buy just the HomePod boxes by themselves. I've gotten all of my boxes from broken HomePods that I've bought that happen to come with the box. or sometimes people will ship them in the full box, but they don't want the full box back. Alright. It is time for Scott and their 2 HomePods. Both of which no power. Oh, where do I kind of thought that's what you were asking. I get those boxes from the Boxery. It's called the Boxery. But I also get them, you know, I buy in bulk. Almost every single one of the boxes that you buy off Amazon, no lights, no power, couple of watts from the wall, dead diode on the amp. Almost all those boxes off Amazon are crap. They're too thin, and they work, but I've had too many issues with using them, and I've gone bulk order from the Boxery, and I just get 8x6x6 boxes and some honeycomb packing paper. Oh, well, there you go. I think the Boxery's minimum order quantity is like 25 boxes for the size that I get. Nah, dude, just all you gotta do is submit a repair request and ask that I send you the box and packing material first for the extra 15 bucks. Wait for me to send the box and packing to you, and then just never send your HomePod into me for repair. And if you never send it into me for repair, I'll never charge you for the box because I never got your pod back to see that I charged you for a box in the first place. There is a small loophole there, open for anyone to abuse poor old Nick's fix. Like I said, I shouldn't be telling you, but I mean, you could figure it out yourself. When you go submit a repair request for me, if you want me to fix one of your HomePods, you have the option to have me send you the shipping box first, in case you don't have a box to ship it to me safely. And I don't charge you for repairs until after I get your stuff and fix it. So in theory, you could scam me out of a bunch of free boxes by signing up for a whole bunch of bogus repair requests asking for me to send a box first and then never sending anything back. But if you try that, I mean, nobody's gonna want to do that over a box, especially when they have to give me their information for me to ship it to them. I'll find you. I will come to your house and I will take my box back. And I'll say thank you very much. Come back if you want to repair in the future. Well, that subwoofer smelled pretty good. Not just plain, but like it actually had a pleasant scent to it. I'm fully expecting to check their repair requests tonight and have a bunch of bogus requests from someone asking for a bunch of boxes. And you think it'll be so funny. You'll slap your knees off, you'll think it's so funny. And you know, poor old Nick. Nick's gonna be two seconds from passing out, staying up too late trying to catch up on repair requests, to not notice that you're pulling a fast one on me. And I'm gonna unironically I'm gonna actually treat it as a real repair request and send it to you. I'm calling it. Hello? Alright, we got a new set of DC filters on there. Those love to go bad and cause death farts, stinky subwoofers, all sorts of issues. Often enough it warrants replacing them whenever we've got the chance, so that they're not reaching back out to us to get something we could have easily prevented fixed. It happens often enough, it's worth doing it. And now we're getting the dead Schottky diode off the board. That's what's failed and caused no power. The only reason it's failed is just a bad batch of the diodes themselves. We can put a brand new one on there and it won't fail again. Although we do use a higher rated, higher quality version of the same part, just in case. But it doesn't need it. Yeah, but it's still gonna get it. That'll fix it. Stefan, how are the pancakes coming along? What did ChatGPT recommend in place of milk? Cooking cream mixed with water. Huh? Yeah? That could, that'll do it. Ooh, those are gonna be nice. Those should be real good. Did you just like take a picture of your fridge and like say, I don't have milk, what can I use instead?
I'm having trouble connect.
All right. On to the next one. Same fella, different color, same problem. No lights, no power, a couple of watts from the wall. Y'all know the drill. You made a mess, haven't you, Stefan? Well, you've made it farther than I think I can say I ever have. I do not believe I have ever made my own pancakes. I've made all sorts of stuff for myself, but I don't think I've ever made my own pancakes. You only had one good one. Time for another batch. Here we go, up close and personal. We're gonna get those filters first. Yeah, if you make them too big, then they'll burn before they fully cook. Through and through. Unless you got the ingredients and the temperature and all that just right. At least that's what it seems like. I can't speak from experience, actually. I guess I'm kind of just talking out of my ass. What the? Helicopter? If you make it smaller, it'll cook faster too. Then you can eat faster. Who bought the white Gary? That's oh, it is pre-owned. Okay, it is working. So I mean, that's kind of a bad deal, but it's not a rip-off, I guess. Stefan, you should make some hash browns for your pancakes too, to go with them. Ask ChatGPT how to unburn your pancakes. Marvin, what is up? How are you and White Gary doing? That must have been a expensive shipping to get it to you in Germany too. Yeah, you paid another $120 to have it shipped to Europe. That's funny. I was just gonna make the joke. You beat me to it. Oh, I figured you didn't actually buy it. That'd be crazy. Someone out there sees it as a good deal, though, and you know, is that all that matters? You're still in the U.S. Oh, very cool. Yeah, Mike deserves any annoyance you can give him. Troublemaker. There it is.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Yeah. Are we gonna clear this queue before my wife gets home? No. She said she was on her way home like an hour ago. I'm getting worried, actually. I'm getting a little nervous. Traffic's probably awful, though. And she is moving. Alright, folks. It's time for... Oh, I apologize if I'm not pronouncing this correctly. Zishuan? Zishuan. We've got no power. This was a local drop-off, too, in beautiful shape. Yeah, certainly. There you go. No lights, no power. A couple of watts from the wall. That all looks like the usual dead diode. Let's dig in. Ah! Okay, actually, where is she now? Oh, wow. No, actually, we might get done with this queue before she gets home. She's still in there renting. I thought she was on her way home, but she was just leaving her appointment and still doing all of her errands after that. We got time. Yeah, I got time. We only got 2 left after this one. We got this. Where's your screwdriver? I sent it out a few weeks ago. You didn't get it already, dude? Little boo boo. Fine. Leave a bad review on my Yelp. I don't care. I don't use Yelp anyways. No one uses Yelp. You want to talk to my manager? Alright, wait till the kid gets home. You think I make any sense? Wait till you speak to the manager. Germany to Serbia. Sorry, it's gonna cost 15 euros to ship from Germany to Serbia. Are you kidding me? It only costs me $14 to ship from here to Serbia. Hell, or $14 for me to ship from me to you in Germany. It's $14 flat if it's under £1 practically anywhere in the world. £15 to ship from Germany to Serbia. I mean, I couldn't get it from there to there for less myself, but like I said, I've got $14 shipping to get things to anywhere in the world from here. And if Trump revoked my business license, I would be honored. Put me in the spotlight. That might be the kick we need to finally become CEO of Apple, the next CEO. It would cost $40 for you to ship something to me. That makes sense. Got any cousins in need of some lovin'? Yeah, I've got two cousins, Tyler and Brandon. They're over on the other side of the state. Tyler has a kid. They're a single father, but they are single. Brandon might be a little too young for you, but I don't know if you can big spoon Tyler. Tyler's built, man. He lifts. He's got big, strong muscles. That man has been lifting since I used to hang out with them when they were like frickin' 10, 12 years old, man. I should have lifted. Yep. I mean, I was busy lifting computers. Computers? You're almost too weak to hold that screwdriver. No! You guys are animals. Disgusting. What do you want, Atlas? Atlas. The kitty cat. The kitty cat Atlas. Come here. You want to get pets? You're going to have to come here for it. Stefan, you shouldn't be asking me that. You're... Mike, stop encouraging it. Listen, you guys want to see a freaking... You want to see a fat PP? Here you go. Here's my fat PP. It says it right there. FPP. My fat PP. I lose it all the time. It's short, it's stubby, but it's sweet and it gets the job done. Just sharp enough, but not too sharp. And you know, you could do some damage with this if you need to. Don't mess with me. I've got spares too, so if I lose my primary PP, I've got spares. Because I mean, I lose these things probably. This is like my 5th one. I keep losing the darn things. They're so small. I can't keep track of my fat PPs. Go get your own fat PP today. I can't remember the website. Just look up fat PP on Google. Don't look up fat PP on Google. I don't know how you're going to be able to find that knife if you really want one. But good luck. It is actually called fat PP. And that's it. It's my favorite knife. I really like it. I think they're like 20 or $30 or something. Perfectly reasonable. Oh, now she's on her way home. Yes, the clock is ticking. The countdown has officially begun now. The chats. Yes, the YouTube chat is saved forever. Whenever YouTube feels like it. We have so many live streams where the chat replay says, like, it'll be available soon, and it's been years. You got a free robot vacuum to beta test. Ooh. Is it like a new startup company, or is it a well established brand or manufacturer? Well-known manufacturer in the US, you can't disclose more. Oh, I'm sure you can disclose more. Let's see here. Is the manufacturer primarily in the market for robot vacuums? Or is it a relatively new product category for them? What are you doing, cat? Alright, tell you what, Marvin. Violate your NDA and I'll give you a free screwdriver. Trade offer. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that, and I will not hold up that offer if you do. I want a robot vacuum that can vacuum a floor when it's covered in kids' toys and various cables and cords. Heck, while it's at it, it should be picking those toys and coiling those cords up for me. Why are we so obsessed with making AI take over all of these cool creative jobs that people actually want to do, instead of all this boring, mundane shit that nobody wants to do, like cleaning your house or doing the dishes? You know, my grandpa used to always joke about whenever someone mentioned getting a new appliance, he'd be like, yeah, but can it do your dishes? Or like, they'd get a new phone or a computer or something, and he'd always be like, yeah, but can it do your dishes? I'm starting to feel you, Gramps. You want a calendar? Or I thought you said you wanted a calendar. You said you want a clinker. What's wrong with my eyes? And you know, that got me thinking, like, what if we made like a HomePod calendar? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be neat? Jason! Jason! Alright. Give me the beats. Give me the beats, give me the bass. Give me some kind of feedback. Let me know you're alive.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Yes. Jason! No, I'm not. You all are absolutely trying to sabotage me and get me to not be able to finish this before my wife gets home. Huh. Everybody can wait for me to message them back or check my messages until after the repair stream. No. No. Fucking fine, let me go read your messages. No! You sabotage. You all want to watch my wife beat my ass. I'll show you. What do you mean I ignored it? Don't play with me. You're playing with me. I'm not gonna make it. This is the final straw. Wife said if I can't finish before she gets home this time, we're gonna have to close up for good. Wait, when you say read my messages and I ignored it, you're talking about Discord, right? You Discorded me, right? Because I don't see anything on Discord. And I didn't get a text message from you. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, you're talking here. Oh, you're talking here. Okay. Alright. You got me going to Discord. You got me going to my phone. You got me freaking going to the mailbox. I was just ignoring chat. Am I bleeding? How did this happen? I can't believe you've done this. Jason is not getting our blood today. Jason isn't getting it. Tim's not getting it. No one's getting it. It stays with me. It's mine. You can't have it. I need it. It contains all of the 2 calories that I have left in my body. Seriously, how did I... When? How? What? On my thumb knuckle too? How does that happen? I am gonna swap the mesh out with another one, just in case, because I don't know when I busted my knuckle open, but I don't want to send them back a HomePod that's potentially a biohazard. When is the Clanker giveaway? You guys just want all of my shit, don't you? That's all you're here for. Is to just take my stuff. Tell you what. Tell you what and hold me to it. Tell you what and hold me to it. What day does my wife work? She works this weekend, Saturday or Sunday, one of the 2 days. We will give away that HomePod this weekend. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, but not because you asked. No, sir. We're doing it because I've already been thinking about it. And I've got the parts to do it finally. Well, I've had the parts to do it for the past few days, but I needed to make sure that I wasn't about to give away the last logic board that I had that I would suddenly need for the next repair. Now we won't pick an actual winner this weekend, but we'll start the giveaway. I'll give you guys a week. I'll give everybody a week to frickin' be made aware of the fact that we are giving it away and how you can enter to win. All you gotta do is buy and send me a broken HomePod to enter. It's that easy. And with that, you get yourself a chance to win a perfectly working one. How's that sound? Mike, get off your keyboard. Oh, we're not hosting the giveaway in the US. Why do you think it's taken me so long to get to plan this giveaway? I'm gonna do it in a country where it's totally legal. I do feel pretty bad for people that like don't get the full context of what we're joking about, and they just catch snippets of us discussing doing totally legal things. What's up, guys? Nick's Fix here. Today we're going to be doing a giveaway, and we are here in the middle of the Pacific Ocean with all of 2 contestants that entered. And in case you forgot to enter, you had to buy and send me a broken HomePod. So let's get this giveaway underway. Oh, and would you look at that? I was one of the 2 people that entered, and I won. Amazing. Well, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you stick around long enough for the next giveaway in the future. Alright. That's it. Absolutely not. There will be no more Discording. There will be no more text messaging. You will let me finish these last 2 HomePods, or so help me, I will end it all. Or so help me. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. So help me. So help me. Oh yeah, we gotta do the diode. Let's get the diode. Yeah, well, you know what they say, Mike. Teamwork makes the dream work. Thanks for all the help. Couldn't have done it without you. You were, by all means, an absolutely critical accomplice. Oh, wife's home. We're Hold on, folks. Let me help her bring stuff in. Okay. Kid, let me wrap this up. So I came back to what in the chat? No. 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 You gotta stay out of that stuff, kid. That's not yours. So sorry, but not. You know you're supposed to stay out of it. What's up with all the eggs in chat? Remove the mods egging the chat.
Hold on, babies. Give me just a minute. I have to see this.
Come here. I got it. Yeah, through your kid.
Hold on, Michelle. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. No, please wait.
Hey, kid.
Is it okay?
Yeah. There you go. Let me finish this, and then I'll give you a proper ass beating.
Should I react to your finger in my face or like this? She's
I swear. Sorry, that was just ridiculous right there. You gotta agree. I don't know how to make meth. No. Figure it out yourself. Yeah, Google it. Do not send me the recipe. Thank you. What? What's your problem? Use your words. That's plenty of words. We got you. Yeah, I don't know what's gotten into chat today. Must be the meth. You got eggs flying around everywhere, people talking about all sorts of stuff, illicit substances. They're swindling me into sending them free screwdrivers and HomePods. And boxes. Eyes, are you sleepy tired? Did you take a nap while you were out? You did not nap while you were out? She did. She did. Same. Bye, Mike. Thanks for dropping by. Wait. You clipped it. Stop clipping.
Finish my task.
What?
That kid. Just want to finish something.
€70 for no base, mint condition with the peel still on it. That's worth it just for the peel.
No, I'm trying to finish your baba.
What? What?
I used the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't want to go now.
All right. That's all that we're gonna fix for here and now. Pay no attention to the other names on the screen. Stay there. You stay there. Listen to your mother. Yes, I have to leave. We've been streaming for 4 hours and I'm getting hungry. Well, it's not just 2 left. Technically, it's just that one. And technically, there's even more after that. I don't even know what name that one is, but we're not going to get to them today.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. For more info, check the Home app.
Alright, folks. Hope you all enjoyed this live stream repair. Oh, just saw that. Thank you, Shuffle Hands. I mean, I wouldn't have half the motivation to sit down here and do this every day with you guys if you guys weren't joining in and making it all as much fun, right? I can only talk to myself into an empty camera for so long. So, thank you folks for joining and making it all the more fun and worthwhile. And I hope to catch you in the next one. Stefan, go to bed. Go to bed. You need to get some sleep. It's too late for you. What time is it in Serbia? 3 a.m. Almost 4 a.m. Go to bed. Goodbye.